I still don't know why this happened to me. I have no idea when or how I managed to break the unwritten rules for dealing with mysticism. You know, something like don't look in mirrors for long, and always hide your feet under the covers at night, and all that. But I really didn't do anything to get their attention. I didn't bring home strange objects found somewhere or bought at sales. I didn't talk to suspicious strangers. I didn't try fortune-telling or magic rituals. I didn't even watch horror movies at night. No one in my apartment committed suicide or died. Now I'm going to tell you how it all started. About a week ago, the light in my bathroom started coming on badly. Everything was fine, it just didn't turn on right away. It would take 2 or 3 seconds between the flick of the switch and the light coming on. I don't know why this suddenly started happening. I'm not an electrician. It was useless to press the switch hard, it was useless to change the bulb, and there was nothing else I could do. But the darkness was unsettling, so I always hesitated before entering the room, squinting suspiciously at the mirror or the patch of blackness under the bathtub, and waiting for the light to come on. But I could never be afraid of the same thing for long. So one morning, in a hurry to get somewhere, I stepped into the still dark room. Immediately, with a squeal, I jumped back out into the hallway. Someone touched me from above. I felt a touch on my hair, light, tentative, but too distinct to write it off as imagination. And there was never a draft in the apartment. I didn't even begin to wonder what it could have been. I was too scared. All day I hadn't felt like going to the bathroom, and after that I'd only crossed the threshold after turning on the light. It wasn't even that I seriously believed there was an evil monster waiting for me in there, it was just more peaceful. And so it was. For the next few days. Until the power went out. It didn't last long, only a couple minutes, but long enough for me to have a small but violent tantrum. I was brushing my teeth at the time and didn't run out of the bathroom, probably because I was dumbfounded by the surprise. And when the light came on, I almost had a heart attack. Right in front of me, a dirty human palm print appeared on the mirror above. Upside down. As if someone suspended upside down from the ceiling had placed a hand on the mirror. Even then I had my first thoughts that it would be a good idea to look for another apartment with a normal bathroom. But I had never encountered such a thing and probably underestimated the danger. And I shouldn't have. Because the third time I saw it, it happened late at night. I was sitting in my bedroom at my computer, reading some book on the internet, and I didn't suspect anything bad. Of course, by the law of meanness, I was thirsty, and I had to walk down the hallway past the bathroom to get to the kitchen. This path didn't really scare me at the time. It seemed like the most important thing was just to get past the bathroom. I got up, walked to the door and, I don't know what kept me safe that night, but I'm very thankful for it. For some reason looked up at the ceiling and froze with my mouth open. It was sitting on the ceiling near the bathroom door, staring at me with cloudy, whitish eyes. It looked like a huge ball of fur, vaguely resembling a human body. Only instead of legs, it had 6 long, oddly curved arms attached to its body. It was a spider, a huge furry spider with a human head and arms. Under my dumbfounded gaze, it moved very quickly to a corner and disappeared there. I sat in my bedroom until the wee hours of the morning with the chandelier, nightlight, desk lamp, and pocket flashlight on. I was shaking. I was thirsty, but I was afraid to walk down the dark hallway. I had to walk at least 5 steps down the hallway to turn on the light. At that time it was an impossible task for me. There was a rustling and scraping in the hallway. It smelled sour, like spoiled milk. I crawled into my bed and sat there, clutching at the blanket, afraid to close my eyes even for a moment. I kept thinking that as soon as I fell asleep, it would crawl out of the hallway. I could almost feel the stiff fingers digging into my body and pulling me upward to where the huge spider jaw snapped menacingly. It was only at dawn that I was finally able to fall asleep. Now I realized that I had spent the night without sleep for nothing. It was safe to sleep with the lights on. Wherever they hid the rest of the time, these things only appeared in the dark. And whether it's day or night, whether their prey is asleep or awake, if there's darkness, they crawl out to hunt. That's why I keep the lights on in my house 24 hours a day. It seems to help. At least I've never seen them so close again. I know they're still waiting. Maybe it's my instinctive sense of victimhood, but I can feel them watching me with my whole body, their wild hunger, their impatience. The whole apartment smells like sour milk. The plaster on the ceiling in the bathroom and hallway is cracking. Every day the cracks look more and more like spider webs. I'm scared to the point of nausea, to the point of cold sweats, of power outages. I want to move to another apartment, but I'm not sure that will help. The only thing keeping me from going crazy is hope. Maybe I'll hang on long enough, the creatures will lose interest in me and leave in search of easier prey.